Hello everyone, I am Kate Shockman. I'm the fan owner of the channel Bon and Dead and the owner of Super Mario Arcade, and I'm here interviewing NASCAR driver Nitro Elliott. Nitro, thank you for
How you
coming
doing?
on the interview. Basically, right behind you, I have several questions that I can read off, and well, let's just get into them. First question: how did you get into NASCAR?
Uh, well, coming from the royal family, it was never exactly intended, because mom wasn't exactly keen on me giving up my royal duties to go and do this redneck hillbilly crap,
Uh,
and well, it just sort of escalated from there, really.
next, alright, next question. If the keyboard will work, there we are. Next question. Why did you change numbers from the 29 to the 80 in the year 2019?
Well, that would be because Richard Childress decided to call Rick and bought his number back. But the number change hasn't exactly been bad for me. It's the number I started racing with, really the number I've always ran unless it was available.
Alright, next question for you. This is bringing up your friend, your British friend. How did you meet Bon and Dead, and how long have you been friends?
Oh boy.
Yeah, we're bringing back in Bon here. You'll see him next Friday.
Meta.
Yeah, he's coming on next Friday. Bon and Dead.
And, well, from what he says, he came up from hell, from what he says. I can't entirely remember how we met because my memory is terrible.
Maybe he will remember.
Perhaps. But it's always nice hanging out with him. We've been friends since about 2012, 2013.
Next question. Why did you choose Team Hendrick?
It wasn't exactly me choosing Team Hendrick, it was more them choosing me. Because when I got through the truck series and was brought on to Junior Motorsports and was winning a lot in the Xfinity series, Rick Hendrick, sort of being the co-founder of JRM, sort of came up to a couple of us and he was like, "You want to come up and race in the Cup Series?" Since we had two positions getting opened up anyway. And that's just sort of where it came from.
Who would you say is the smartest driver on your team, Team Hendrick?
Well, it's not Larson, I'll tell you that. Bowman acts like he's high all the time. Byron's the definition of a child.
Well, compared to what we saw with Denny Hamlin in Texas, yeah. Seems like it. From what I heard, Denny went up the track and hit him on accident, and Byron just fell through.
And I feel like it'd be a little biased if I said myself, so I'm gonna say Chase.
Well, Chase Elliott.
Races others with respect.
Seems like he does. And then there was that incident at Phoenix was him and Chastain. Can you clarify that? Was it Chase's fault or Chastain's fault in Phoenix of 22?
I can't say I'm entirely sure. I was running sort of in the back at this time due to a crappy pit cycle. But I personally would say that Chastain got under him and just threw a right hook.
This kind of goes along with the Joe Gibbs setup. With Bond being your friend, how is Denny Hamlin like out of the car?
Oh, he's still a jerk to us.
Oh, fair.
I mean, he gets along well with Larson and Bowman. Well, maybe not Bowman. He gets along well with Larson, and he's respected Chase a little more since 2017. But the rest of us, he really could do without.
Byron is a whole different story. Anyway, on Joe Gibbs Racing, who is the most fun to race against?
Vaughn. Well. Nah, probably Martin. I like racing around Martin. He races me clean, gives me a good battle.
Oh, so it seems like your own friend doesn't race you clean. Next one is, who is your least favorite team member on the Hendrick team?
Larson, enough said. I've been wrecked in about half of the races by my own teammate.
Alright. What do you do on your free time? Either during the weekdays or off season?
In my free time, I'm just hanging out with my girlfriend, hanging out with friends outside of the racetrack, or, oh wait, you said in my free time, so, or I'm just playing some games. Some good games out there that I like playing.
Alright. How would you describe your friendship with Bon Undead?
On the racetrack, he's a little piece of crap,
Yeah, from what I've seen, yeah.
but outside of the racetrack, if you get to know him, he's pretty nice to you.
Why, you probably don't know this, but why is Bon's last name Undead?
I don't know, you'll have to ask him that.
Alright, we'll ask.
Maybe it's because he came out from hell, I'm not sure.
I don't know. We'll ask him that some other time. Who would you say is your favorite driver from the Hendrick past? You cannot choose Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, William Byron, or Alex Bowman. You cannot choose any of those. You have to choose from Hendrick past.
Tough question. But having raced around him and getting inspired off of him and him teaching me a lot of things, I think I'm going to say Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, so I actually kind of like Jeff Gordon, but of course,
Jeff Gordon was also good, co-owner. Very nice to all of us.
See, who was the other one? Dale Earnhardt Jr. He seemed alright.
Junior was a little snobby, but he was nice. Casey was sort of quiet, but also really nice.
How do you feel when your friend Bon was going to be in the number 81? Because I heard he was going to be in the 81 in 2023, but then...
I felt a little strange that there was going to be a Gibbs car in the 80 camp.
It would have been fun, though, to see that. Just when you guys are racing side by side, to see an 80 then 81. I kind of like the whole... Yeah. Alright, this goes back to whenever we saw you with green hair. Usually you wear hats, so it's kind of our side. But will you ever have green hair again?
No, absolutely not.
Well, plus your hair is always hidden underneath the hat anyway, so...
Yeah.
That doesn't even really matter. Is there a plan to retire in, like, the near future, like into 2020s? Is there a plan to retire this
Absolutely not. I plan to do this for quite a long time. And maybe try and be the first driver to reach that 8 title mark.
How long are you planning on staying in the 80?
As long as my career lasts. Like I said, I grew up racing on the dirt tracks with the 80. I was running late models with the 80. I was running the truck with an 80. The Xfinity car with an 80. Now I'm in the Cup car with an 80. That number's staying. Unless Rick and Jeff say otherwise, but...
What is the drink of choice before you head out on track?
If not water, I'll do like me a good Coca-Cola. A little tasty. Not just because they sponsor our sport, but still a tasty drink.
Do you know if Bon has a rival with any Hendrick driver?
Oh, yes, he does. He has a rival with a couple of them.
Do you know who they are?
Larson and Bowman.
I heard he's also saying Chase Elliott is definitely giving him some troubles. I don't know if it's full rivalry yet, but I heard Chase Elliott is giving him a bit of troubles.
I know, anytime he said that, I've been about 30 cars ahead of him, so...
Oh. Speaking of rivalry, do you have a rival with anyone on the Joe Gibbs team?
Hamlin. And we'll see how it goes with Ty Gibbs.
Oh yeah, Ty Gibbs joining in.
He's jumping up. We'll see how that goes. I watched how he races in Xfinity.
Last question for you for today, then you can start heading to Florida. What is your plan for the 2023 season?
Work hard, have fun.
Alright. That's all you can really want out of a NASCAR driver. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for next Friday for Bon of the Undead, and I'll see you guys next time.